There is a college called GBCom Government Engineering College, started by the Delhi government in 2007. And when the college was started, it was started in the abandoned hostel building of GBCom Polytechnic, with the promise that the campus of GBCom Government Engineering College will be built in 60 acres of land. But after 10 years also, GBCom Government Engineering College is still functioning in the abandoned hostel building of GBCom Polytechnic without any facilities including classrooms, less number of laboratories, no playground and all those things. Now after the starting of GBCom Engineering College in 2007, another institute called Indraprastha Institute of Information Technology, IIIT, was started in 2008 in public-private partnership model by the Delhi government in 2008. And in 2008, out of the land that was available with GBCom, IIIT was given 25 acres of land. There was 65 acres of land with the Polytechnic. Out of that, 25 acres was given to IIIT. And it was not done through Revenue Department, it was only given through a office order that was given by Department of Training and Technical Education. And it was given free of cost. The land in Okhla, 25 acres of land was given free of cost, which would cost thousands of crores. Now, IIIT in 2010 went on for the phase 1 construction of their campus, and the maps of IIIT of 2010 is there. So they were given 25 acres of land. Instead of showing their area as 25 acres, they had shown their area as 65 acres. And by doing that, what they have done is they have shown the entire plot area. Now there is a twist in the story also. In 2008, PWD had done a physical survey of the land that was available with the Polytechnic, and PWD survey of 2008 found that the 65 acres of land is no more available there. There is only 48.75 acres of land that is available, which means that 17 acres of prime land in South Delhi has gone outside. Now after this 2008 survey, we have got a minutes of the meeting in which it is clearly mentioned that all these things are known to IIIT. Even after knowing this, they went on for approving their plans on 65 acres of land, which is illegal. Number one, because they were given only 25 acres of land, and it is also not there at all physically. There is only 48 acres of land. So they are responsible to tell where the 17 acres of land has gone and why they have shown the 65 acres of land. That happened in 2010 in the then government's time. In 2015, the phase 2 construction of IIIT was approved by the Delhi government, the present Delhi government which is there, and they had again shown their land as 65 acres instead of 25 acres allotted to them. And one more thing that has happened is that they have shown their parking in the area which is available with GBCom Engineering College and Polytechnic, which basically means that we are not left with anything. They have shown the entire plot area as their plot area and approved their plans. And the present Education Minister, Mr. Manish Sisodiya, had come and inaugurated the campus in 2015, and the approvals happened in his term. After this, I came to know about all these irregularities because I had joined in GBCom Engineering College in 2014 as an assistant professor selected through EPC. And then while I was the head of office, I tried to move the files for getting the plans approved for our campus. I came to know that there are irregularities. I flagged the irregularities immediately to the director of Department of Training and Technical Education, but no action happened. In May 2016, I had filed a complaint with the advisor to CM, Mr. Gopal Mohan, Arvind Kejriwal's advisor, anti-corruption advisor. And May 2016, the complaint was recorded, the investigation started, and there are letters in which he had written clearly that all these irregularities are there. The land is not for 65 acres, there is only 45 around acres of land, and all the plans are illegal. And the investigation went on, nothing happened. And interesting thing that we have found now is that we have got a note through RTI, which is the most interesting document probably. In this RTI, the advisor to CM's office superintendent had made a note in which it was clearly mentioned that all the allegations made in the complaint are established, I'll read it for you. Matter in the file pertains to a complaint dated 19/5/2016 received from Sri Joshi K. regarding getting the plan of IIITD approved by misrepresenting the facts. I'm just reading the highlighted points. The plan has been proposed by showing that the Polytechnic has 61.84 acres of land, whereas in fact it has only 45 acres. Further down, it is said that the cabinet decision was for construction of IIITD Phase 2, but all the approval sanctions from different agencies, including the town planner, have been obtained in the name of extension of G.B. Pant Polytechnic. Thus, misrepresentation of facts is proved. Further down, as per the records of Revenue Department, G.B. Pant Polytechnic has less than 45 acres of land, as against 65 acres claimed in all the correspondence by DTTE. Hence, the allegations levelled in the complaint are clearly established. In view of the above, a thorough inquiry is required to be conducted by involving revenue and civil engineering experts to dig out the truth and fixing of responsibility. This note is dated 31/10/2016. And till now, and it is marked to the advisor to CM, the file has been dumped after that, the file has not moved at all. Now, in 2017, January, I was called by the advisor to CM in his chamber, wherein IIITD director and the principal of G.B. Pant Government Engineering College were present, in which he clearly said that he will not take any action. He said that you have to keep quiet and we will try to build your campus, let IIITD have all their things that they have done. I said that it is not possible because they have approved the plans by showing 65 acres and they have shown the parking and everything in our area. Our plans will never get approved. You have to immediately stop the construction, get the plans reapproved in 25 acres and fix responsibility for the corruption that has been done, because this government has come only on the plank of anti-corruption. But nothing happened. I was just turned off and said that you have to completely keep quiet, and there were threats that were given by different officials from different corners that this will happen, that will happen, they'll fix me in this thing, they'll file this complaint and so on. And after that, we got all the documents, and the students along with me, we had started a campaign in the college from March 7th, which is now in its probably 54th day. And students had marched to the CM's residence, more than 300 students, but instead of addressing the students, the CM had used the police force and turned us away. Again, we had gone to the secretariat on 30th of March. The same result happened. We were told that the CM and Deputy CM are busy with elections. And then from 5th of March, I have gone on indefinite hunger. 5th of April, I have gone on indefinite hunger fast. I went on for 10 days. After 10 days, I was forcefully picked by the police. There were around 100 policemen who came to the campus and brutally took me away from the campus and admitted me in AIIMS. And now I've come out of AIIMS and here going on with the hunger fast. No government official has come till now. I had kept this note till now because I had felt that the government would say that I am some agent of some political party who is trying to make mileage out of the MCD election that is happening. But that's why I kept it with me. In fact, one of the students, Shashank, he had gone and met the Deputy CM once, and he was immediately asked by the Deputy CM, are you from Congress or are you from BJP? He said that I am a student of G.B. Pant Government Engineering College, sir. And he was turned off very drastically. They said that they will not give anything, they will not do anything in this matter. That happened. So this is the basic corruption thing that is there. One knows that 17 acres of land gone outside in Okla is big. 25 acres of land given to a public-private partnership is big. Now the government, what they are doing is they are saying that IIITD is not a public-private partnership. They are saying that it's a state university. And if you go into the IIITD website also, you will see that they are claiming that it's a state university. But I have got the IIITD Act with me. It's there in the public domain. It nowhere says that it's a state